Recording in progress.
Participants, you are required to fill in your attendance by scanning the QR code or clicking on the link provided in the chat box. Thank you. To all participants, we will start our trial run in 5 minutes. A blissful afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International Dental Physiology Quiz Trial Run. On behalf of the organizing committee, we are pleased to welcome you all to our school and department. Also, we would like to acknowledge and express our enormous gratitude to the contestants who devoted time and effort to be attending this trial run. To all the participants, you are required to fill in your attendance by scanning the QR code or clicking on the link provided in the chat box. Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite Mr. Izu to recite the prayers.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين Ya Allah, Ya Rahim, praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds. Let your blessing and your peace be on your servant and your messenger, Muhammad, and on his family, his companions, and for those who followed his example till the judgment day. On this meaningful day, in conjunction with the International Dental Physiology Quiz Trial Run, we uphold our hands to pray gratefully to thank on your infinite favor to us, till we can live in safe and prosperous life. We seek your blessings for a flawless progress of these events from beginning until the end. We seek your guidance to stay clear event that will detrimental the progress of this event. ربنا عليك توكلنا وإليك أنبنا وإليك المصير ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you, Mr. Izu. This trial run is held to ensure that all participants understand the format of the competition. At the end of this trial run, you are all encouraged to unmute your mic and express any confusion and ask us any questions. We will try our best to clarify any confusions.
Without further ado, let us jump into the general rules of this competition. Each participant is given an Idpq identification number. The Idpq identification number can be obtained from your respective invigilation group. The Idpq identification number is written in this format: T1PA, which means team, number, participants A, B, or C. You will always be referred as your Idpq identification number, so please pay attention on this matter. Please ensure that you are muted and your camera is turned off during the competition unless required. Each team must have 3 participants. Participants should know how to use the Kahoot, as it is the platform that is used during the first round of the quiz. It is recommended to use Kahoot via laptop as it gives a clearer view. All participants must enter their name in the Zoom meeting and Kahoot quiz as their IDPQ identification number. For example, T1PA, which means team, number, participant A/B or C. If you do not know how to change your Zoom account name into your IDPQ identification number, please refer to the guidelines provided by your invigilators in the invigilation group. Participants are prohibited to use any mobile device and seek help from anyone during the quiz competition. Anyone suspected by an official of cheating will be disqualified. Click on your profile setting. Select My Profile. Select Edit. Remove your name. Change it according to your respective IDPQ identification number. Make sure your IDPQ identification number appears during Zoom meeting. Fill in the game PIN number given to you. Enter your respective IDPQ identification number.
Next, I would like to invite Aimi Razak, the head of Protocol and Competition Bureau, to explain the rules and format of the Kahoot round. Aimi, the floor is yours.
Hello. Hi everyone. I am Aimi Raza. So I am the head of the Protocol and Competition Bureau, and I'm here to explain the rules and format of the Kahoot round. All right. Okay. Now let us move to the basics that you must know when participating in this Kahoot round. Okay. First and foremost, we will be having 2 rounds of the Kahoot quiz, and all participants will be joining in the first Kahoot round. But at the end of the first round, we will eliminate 12 teams. So you guys will be informed in the invigilation rooms whether you guys are eligible or not to participate in the second round. Right. So as those who are not eligible, you guys can move and leave the breakout rooms and enter the general meeting room. But those who are eligible, please remain in the breakout room to participate and also to answer the second Kahoot quiz round. Right. So at the end of the Kahoot quiz, the second Kahoot quiz round, we will select the top 24 teams to compete in the quarterfinal, which will be conducted orally. Right. So each round of the Kahoot quiz will be consists of 40 true or false questions or multiple choice questions. Now, each of these questions must be answered within 20 seconds. Participants are not allowed to discuss their answers with their own teammates. You guys must answer each of the questions individually. All participants must enter their name in the Kahoot quiz according to their respective IDPQ identification number. Now, this is very important for you to enter your IDPQ ID number as your name, which is in the format of T1PA, meaning Team 1 from Participant A. If you guys fail to put your IDPQ identification number as your name, then marks will not be taken. All right. So for each participant, you guys will be needing 2 devices. The first one is being used to answer the Kahoot quiz. I would recommend you guys to use a laptop. And the second device will be used as your invigilation camera for you guys to show the your surroundings, in which the invigilators will inspect your environment. All right, so at the end of the quiz, individual scores of each participant from the same team will be summed up to obtain the cumulative marks of each team. All right, so please be informed that the teams who manage to make it into the second round will be notified in the invigilation room. All right, so this is the invigilation setup. As you can see, that is actually my picture. So that is how you guys should set up your camera. The laptop is being used as your Kahoot, the device to enter the Kahoot quiz. And the second device is where you put it at the side for us to view. All right. Okay. Before we move on to the Kahoot round, is there any questions that maybe you guys want to point out? Don't be shy to unmute yourselves. Okay, I'll just take this as as this is an okay. If you have any more questions, you guys can always lay out your questions at the end of this session. All right. So moving on, I'll pass the floor to the MCs. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivy. Dear participants, you are all invited to answer a few questions using Kahoot in respective breakout rooms. This is to familiarize yourself with the platform. You may now enter your respective breakout rooms by selecting the breakout room option at the bar below. Please feel free to reach out to us if you face any problems. Our facilitators are ready to assist you all in the rooms. To all participants, please remain in the general meeting room. The breakout rooms will be available in a few minutes. To all participants, you may enter the breakout rooms now.
Recording in progress.
Can you guys see the slides? Yes. Ini kita lihat. I will now start briefing about the Kahoot round. So throughout the Kahoot round, please ensure that your camera is turned on throughout the quiz, and please position it according to the correct invigilation setup, which is this. For team 1, do you have a second device for you to place at this time?
Handphone can drive.
Yes. Is it possible for you to do that now?
Can join with the same link.
Alright, thank you. Same goes to the other step.
Should I join with the same link?
Yes. Please position it so that we are able to see both you and also the screen, the laptop. Just like participants see from team 5, it's a very good example. Participant Akila Azahar.
And my slides, my slides are visible, right? So, okay. So this is the invigilation set that we showed below. And so please use your Idpq identification method and paste it. So like B1, team 1, participant A, like I mentioned just now. So
Recording in progress. Recording stopped.
Hello participants, please proceed TV. For your information, you can enter the breakout room now. Thank you.
participants, please be reminded that to join your respective breakout rooms.
Recording in progress.
Welcome back, everyone. We will now proceed with the oral round briefing. I would like to invite Aimi Raza, the head of Protocol and Competition Bureau, to explain the rules and format of the oral round. Aimi, the floor is yours.
Hi, welcome back everyone. Okay, so you guys already have a taste of the Kahoot round. I hope that you guys are clear about the format, and if you have any doubts, you can always contact personally your respective invigilators. All right, now moving on, we will now talk about the oral round. Okay, so first and foremost, I will explain the rules and we will watch a brief video demonstration of how the oral round will be conducted. Okay, so first and foremost, the oral round consists of 3 types of round. We have quarterfinal, semi-final, and final round. So after the Kahoot questions, the top 24 teams will be eligible to compete in the quarterfinal round. After the quarterfinal, there will be top 12 teams will be competing in the semi-final. And after the semi-final, the top 4 teams will be eligible to compete in the final. So I would like to remind all of participants that the format of each round are the same. The only difference is that the number of questions and sessions may differ from quarterfinal, semi-final, and final round. Okay, so regarding the number of sessions, next slide please. Okay, regarding the number of sessions, for quarterfinal, there will be 3 sessions. For semi-final, there will be 2, and for final, there will be 1 session. Now, I will have to remind you guys that hello? Can everybody hear me? Sorry, the internet was cut off a bit. All right, okay, so I will repeat myself again regarding the number of sessions. Right, so for the quarterfinal, there will be 3 sessions. For semi-final, there will be 2 sessions, and for final, there will be 1 session. Now, each of these sessions are carried one at a time. So we will first start with the teams in the first session in the breakout room 1, meaning the teams that are involved in session 2, session 3, they can all remain in breakout room 3 and breakout room 2 and breakout room 3 respectively. Do not worry, all of the teams that are eligible to be competing in this round will be informed. So you guys will know which teams must enter which sessions. So do not worry, all of this information will be provided. Just be aware and be up to date with the latest information. All right, so the teams will be arranged in this manner. Next slide, please. All right, okay. As you can see here, this is the way we arrange the teams for quarterfinal round. As I've mentioned, in the quarterfinal round, there will be 24 teams. So how do we arrange these teams? Okay, in the first session, the first team that ranked number 1 will be in session 1. The team that ranks number 2 will be in session 2, and the teams that rank 3 will be in session 3. The teams that rank 4 will be in session 1. And it will go on like that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, until 22, 23, 24. Again, like I remind you guys that all of the teams that are eligible will be informed. So please be updated on the latest information during the actual event. Okay, so the next slide, please. Right, so for semi-final, there will be 12 teams. So again, it will be arranged in this manner accordingly to the table. Again, we will inform the teams if they are eligible to compete in the next round. Next slide. Okay, so for final round, it's quite simple. Everyone would be in the general meeting room. So all of the top 4 teams will have to be in the general meeting room to participate in this round. Those teams who are not eligible, you guys are very, very highly encouraged to watch and spectate the round in the general meeting room. Right, so moving on, I'll be discussing about the number of questions. Right, so for the quarter and semi-final, there will be 6 questions in total. For the final, there will be 9 questions in total. So let us look first at the quarter, final, and semi-final. All right, so in this round, there will be 6 questions. However, each participant will only have to answer 2 questions. Now, the questions will be answered in this manner, as you can see in the table. Question 1 and 2 will be answered by all participant A, question 3 and 4 by all participant B, and question 5 and 6 by all participant C. So, I would like to remind you guys to only switch on your camera during your turn to answer the questions. When it is participant A's turn to answer the question, participant B and C, please do not switch on your camera. All right, next slide. So same goes for semi-final. We have 6 questions. The thing that makes it different is that for semi-final, there will be 6 teams in each session. While in the quarterfinal, there will be 8 teams in each session. Okay, moving on. Okay, as for the final round, there will be 9 short answer questions. So these questions will be answered by each of the participants, in which the participant will only have to answer 3 questions. Again, the questions will be directed in this manner as shown in the table. Question 1, 2, 3 answered by participant A, question 4, 5, 6 answered by participant B, and question 7, 8, 9 answered by participant C. All right. So moving on, I will now explain to all of you on the method of answering the questions. Right. First and foremost, participants must write down their answers on a piece of paper or a small whiteboard. Now, this is very important, in which participant must use black whiteboard markers. This is to ensure that your answers are clear and can be easily read by the judges. If the answers cannot be read by the judges, then marks will not be awarded to the participants. The questions will be repeated twice.
Kayaknya nggak apa-apa, tapi ganti-ganti dong berarti.
Sorry, is there anyone who would like to ask a question? All right, okay, I'll just continue my explanation and you can keep your questions at the end, yeah? All right, okay, so moving on. The questions will be repeated twice. Each participant will be given 20 seconds to write down their answers after the quizmaster has finished repeating the question. Participants are required to show their answers once the bell rings. Failure to show your answer failure to show the answer but when the bell rings will cause your answers to be rejected. 3 marks will be awarded for each correct answer and 0 marks will be given for wrong answers. Right, next slide. Okay, this is the invigilation setup. It is different from the Kahoot round setup as you will only require one device to just show your body, meaning from your head until your hands. You can see your hands, you can see your the top part of your body, and to assess your environment behind you. Okay, please be reminded that the format and the rules of the semi-final, the quarterfinal, the finals are all the same. The only difference is that the number of teams competing in each session, as well as the number of questions. All right, okay, so that is my explanation. Do not worry, all of the explanations can be found in the participant guideline that is shared in each of invigilation groups. All right, so I'll pass the floor to the MC now. Thank you.
Thank you, Amiraza, for your explanation. Now, let us watch a video demonstration prepared by our committee. This video demonstration will visualize how the oral round is conducted.
Welcome to the quarterfinal of International Dental Physiology Quiz. First and foremost, I would like to welcome Dr. Felista, who will be the judge of this round. Thank you, Doctor. This round includes an oral test in which participants must answer the questions according to their turns. For each question, participants must answer the questions by writing the answers down using a whiteboard marker on a piece of paper. Let us jump straight into the competition. Question 1. Question 1 will be answered by all participants A. Participant A from all teams, please switch on your camera. All right, question 1. State 2 animals in the Panthera genus. I repeat, state 2 animals in the Panthera genus. Participants A, your 20 seconds starts now. Participants A, your time is up. Please show your answer to the camera. Please make sure that the answers can be viewed by the judges. Thank you, participants A. Next, we will be moving on to question 2. Question 2 will be answered by all participants A. Participant A from all teams, please make sure you switch on your camera. All right, question 2. State 2 adaptations which allow plants to thrive on dry land. I repeat, state 2 adaptations which allow plants to thrive on dry land. Participants A, your 20 seconds starts now. Participants A, your time is up. Please show your answer to the camera and make sure the answers can be viewed by the judges. Thank you, participants A. You may switch off your camera. Question 3. Question 3 will be answered by all participants B. Participant B from all teams, please switch on your camera. All right, question 3. Bananas are a good source.
Participant T2PB, please switch on your camera.
All right, question 3. Bananas are a good source of which mineral? I repeat, bananas are a good source of which mineral? Participant B, your 20 seconds starts now. Participants B, your time is up. Please show your answer to the camera and make sure that the answers can be viewed by the judges. Thank you, participants B. Next, we will be moving on to question 4. Question 4 will be answered by all participants B. Participant B from all teams, please make sure you switch on your camera. All right, question 4. Name 2 Prime Ministers of Malaysia before Datuk Seri Najib Abdul Razak. I repeat, name 2 Prime Ministers of Malaysia before Datuk Seri Najib Abdul Razak. Participant B, your 20 seconds starts now. Participants B, your time is up. Please show your answer to the camera and make sure that the answers can be viewed by the judges. Thank you, participants B. You may switch off your camera. Next, question 5. Question 5 will be answered by all participants C. Participant C from all teams, please switch on your camera. All right, question 5. State 3 islands located in Malaysia. I repeat, state 3 islands located in Malaysia. Participant C, your 20 seconds starts now. Participant C, your time is up. Please show your answer to the camera and make sure that the answers can be viewed by the judges. Thank you, participant C. Next, we will be moving on to question 6. Question 6 will be answered by all participants C. Participant C from all teams, please make sure you switch on your camera. All right, question 6. What sport is dubbed the king of sports? I repeat, what sport is dubbed the king of sports? Participant C, your 20 seconds starts now. Participant C, your time is up. Please show your answer to the camera and make sure that the answers can be viewed by the judges. Thank you, participant C. Now we have come to the end of the oral round for quarterfinal of IDPQ. Thank you.
Now, we would like to open the floor to participants who have any inquiries. Please feel free to unmute your mic and raise your questions. Your questions will be answered by the IDPQ committees.
Any questions from participants? Please feel free to ask us.
I want to ask some questions. Is it okay?
Yes. What is your question?
I want to ask if after the Kahoot run, we could switch our device to our laptops because it's easier to we do on cam and stuff.
Oh, sure. Yes, that is possible. What the main important thing is that during the Kahoot round, the invigilation device would be best if it is your handphone because you will need your laptop to answer the Kahoot. But after the
Yeah.
Kahoot round, you can just use your laptop as your camera. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? So in the chat box, I can see someone asks, must we use paper and marker for oral round or tablets can be used? All right. So for your question, yes, it is very important for you guys to use paper and also marker. This is to avoid any cheating or it can simply be unfair for you to just use your tablet because it's hard for us to assess the environment. So yes, please use paper or whiteboard or maybe a small whiteboard, it doesn't matter. But using a marker is important to ensure that your answers are clear. If you can provide pens that has a thicker liner, then maybe we can consider that. But still, this is just to ensure that your answers can be seen. Because if your answers cannot be seen, no marks will be awarded. Right. Another question, are we allowed to leave the Zoom once our team is eliminated? Yes, you are allowed to leave the Zoom, but it is very highly encouraged for you to stay in the meeting and to spectate the other rounds. But then again, you can always spectate our competition through the YouTube live link that will be provided in the invigilation groups. Right, so is there any other questions? Again, I would like to really encourage you guys to ask questions in your respective invigilation groups. And all of the invigilators will attend to your confusion or to any questions that you may need. All right, so we have more questions. Can the people other than the competitors join the Zoom to support their friends? So in this case, especially for the breakout rooms, we are not allowing anyone to enter the breakout rooms. But as for the as for the general meeting room itself, we do not allow um, any other individuals to enter the meeting. But yet again, like I've said, we have provided a YouTube live link, and in that YouTube live link, everyone is invited to join and watch the competition. You can leave comments on the YouTube link and just feel free to support all your teams in the YouTube live link. This is to avoid any confusion or excessive people who might disrupt the flow of the competition. And the YouTube link will be provided in the invigilation groups. So you guys can share the YouTube link to your batchmates and encourage your lecturers to come and watch this competition. All right, so how does the Kahoot session determine 24 teams? Is it accumulation of the 3 participants' scores? That's a very good question. Now, in the Kahoot rounds, we will add up each of the participants' score, which will result into the team's score, meaning the marks of participant A will be added to marks of participant B and C, and we will get the total marks for that team. So do not worry, we have a team, a panel of scorers that will be on track to, with all of your scores, and those scores will be added up and will be announced later on. All right, so next question. I wonder why does it need to be individual tests in each round while we are assigned as a team? Now this, the reason is to ensure that everyone has the chance to really sharpen and also to strengthen their knowledge in physiology. That's one of the reasons. But another reason would be is just simply to ease the format and to ease the flow of having this competition online. Even so, in the previous IDPQs, the questions some of the rounds are answered individually, although they are considered as a team effort. So I hope that explains or that answers your questions. Right, so are there any more questions? Feel free to type in or speak up. Since I'm explaining I'm here, I would like to restate the important things during the Kahoot round, in which I would like to remind you guys to please use your identification number as your name in the Kahoot round. If we found that some of you are using the wrong identification number, or you are using you are not using your identification number, then we may kick your device out from the Kahoot round itself. So please ensure that you use the right IDPQ identification number.
Also, if you face any issue during the Kahoot round or during the air section, please do contact your invigilator through the WhatsApp group or Telegram group as soon as possible, so that we can assist you. Yeah. And also for the breakout rooms, we highly encourage, or we only allow the participants to join the breakout rooms to avoid any confusion. Yeah. And also maybe the lecturers and any other outsiders are not allowed to join the breakout rooms. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we have another question. The time allotted to show the questions during the Kahoot trial round, is it the same for the actual Kahoot round? Yes. To answer your question, there will be 20 seconds will be given. So it's the same. Only obviously we will have more questions, 40 MCQ or true and false questions, and each question is given 20 seconds. Okay. Is it okay if we cross out our answer if we think it's wrong and then write the new answer below it? Oh, if you are referring to the oral round, yes, it is possible as long as you display your answer right after the bell rings. But make sure it's clear and the answers are not messy, so that it will ease the judge to understand your writing. Because then again, this is important to ensure that the judges can actually understand your answers.
Hi, Comedy. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So one of my teammates, she cannot join today's trial round, and does she need to fill the attendance form, or is it okay to like leave it? Because the other teammates like me and one of my friends, the other friends joined this trial round.
No, it's not necessary to fill out the attendance form if your teammate are not attending these 2 day sections. But we'll also be sharing the video demo regarding the oral round sections to you all for your so that you all can revise it before the real competition. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
no problem.
Okay, we have another question. How can the committee make sure that the person doing the Kahoot is the same guy in the Zoom meeting? Right. For this method, do not worry. That is why all of the teams are divided accordingly to their invigilators. The invigilators will always work side by side with the person who is controlling the Kahoot quiz, the one hosting the Kahoot quiz. So they will always double check each team or the ones they are invigilating, that they are entering using the right ID number. This is why the time taken for us to even start the Kahoot round, it takes quite a lot of time, because the invigilators would have to ensure that each of them are entering using the right format. In which that is why we are assigning one invigilator to only 15 students. So do not worry, that will be we will take care of that matter. Is there any other questions? On the question previously mentioned by let me see, P20PA, I would like to also emphasize that if you ever found yourself not able to enter your name into the Kahoot round, please inform the invigilator. You can either speak up in the breakout room, or you can even WhatsApp message the invigilation, WhatsApp or Telegram, accordingly to your method of social media. You can inform them saying, oh, I'm facing difficulty in using my name or entering my name in the Kahoot round. And our team will straight away help to solve that issue. Again, I would like to assure you that we won't start the Kahoot round if there are still some people who are not able to enter or facing any difficulties. Right. Is there any other questions?
To all participants, we'll open our Q&A section until 4:30. So please do ask as soon as possible if you guys got any inquiries. Also, guys, for your information, it's very important for you all to record your attendance especially during the competition, because we need your attendance so that we can also give you all the certificate. Yeah, and also if you guys got any further questions, you can maybe ask your invigilator through the WhatsApp group or Telegram group. And I guess that'll be all for the Choran, for today Choran. Okay.
On behalf of University Malaya, I would like to thank everyone for attending today's event. We would like to apologize for any shortcomings from our side, and we hope that we have cleared any confusions regarding the International Dental Physiology Quiz 2021.
And this marked the end of our duty as the Master of Ceremony for today's event. Have a great day and can't wait to see you all next Saturday. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.